Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. We are live here on Art of War. We're waiting for artists to come in. Some artists are running late. I'm going to start rounding them up right now, though. That's me job. Okay. I mean, look for is it A dot? Okay.
No, just AJ.
Okay. MOR.
More.
Okay. Oh, let's see what we got here. Oh, there he is. There he is. AJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, good, awesome, nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Now my camera doesn't want to work.
Yeah, you might have to give the StreamYard access to it. It might ask you, for allow permission to use your camera.
Right.
Okay, there we go.
At least you could hear me. Damn.
If you're using the
That's a
cam
start.
link, sometimes it doesn't work based on the order in which you came in. You need to have it up and running first, then launch your browser.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you had the StreamYard browser open and then launched OBS, it might be giving you trouble.
Okay, so let me just restart OBS.
Hey, we see you.
Yeah, we see you. There you go.
Right. Oh, there we go.
Yep, come to the table.
All right, sweet. All right.
How's everyone doing tonight? Hello out there in the chat. Hello, IndieVolt Radio. We are live on IndieVolt Radio. Not that you guys can see us on IndieVolt Radio, but you are tuning in to the Art of War right now. IndieVolt Radio, we have 4,424 people listening. Appreciate that.
Who's our top country right now?
I just cut in the middle of music, so top country right now is Australia. Our good friends.
Australia.
Yeah.
They
love it because we play horrible music. We play horrible. No, it's not horrible. We play unedited music, and then we picked up a couple of really nice podcasts that we've been playing on the show.
Nice.
Informative podcasts. It's really cool. People have been listening. I've been getting some emails about those too. We started playing Essence House from Eric. Is it Eric Cochran and Chuck Pinot? And it's a mystery. It's a kind of noir mystery podcast that they do. And,
so like an old radio show type thing?
Yeah.
Gosh, I would love to do that so bad.
Yeah. And it's really interesting. I like it. They put sound effects in, and it's really good. Yeah, it's really good. I've been. I have heard everything, so I know how it ends. But everyone else is kind of like, oh man, tune in next week. That's right. Glenn Ford says, hey guys, how's it going? Good evening, Glenn. I'm used to saying good morning, Glenn, because Glenn normally tunes in on our Tuesday morning show. But good evening, Glenn.
Good evening, Glenn Ford.
Special. I don't know if he's listening or if he'll watch this, but I want to send our thoughts out to Ralph Griffith as he's back home from the hospital, recovering from COVID. So thankfully he's back home. He's normally in the chat room, but he is back home. So I was gonna call him today, then I got tied up with everything, and then because I had a hallmark moment here that I gotta be strong. Can't be crying. So yeah, guys are waiting on I think one more artist. I think we'll give him to about 9:10 to get here. That's 5 minutes, and then we'll see if he's gonna come in. Until then, though, we got Dreaded Dinosaur, Goblin Grim, and AJ Moore here with us. I'm gonna let these fine gentlemen introduce themselves. We'll start with Eric, move down to Goblin, and then AJ.
Hello, everyone. Eric Hodson here, aka Dreaded Dinosaur. You can read my webtoon, Dreaded Dinosaur Man, on the Webtoon app for free. And you can check out erichodson.com if you like. I'm running a huge sale right now on some of my prints. Just click on the Buy Prints. And you can follow me on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, at Dreaded Dinosaur. Everything is here in these little boxes on the screen. And it's a pleasure to be here once again on the Art of War.
Your turn, Seth. Eric. Eric just upstaged you already, so go ahead.
I'm not very good at selling myself anyway, so just Goblin Grim. Right now I'm currently working on a comic book, Incorporeal. It's about a kind of like a little bit of a fantasy horror love story with a imaginary friend, and it is human. And you can find me on Instagram under Goblin Grim, or you can find me on Patreon under Incorporeal.
You had a cover last week you showed off. Was that a cover for your book?
Yeah, that was for Femme Finale. That was it. Actually, that comic actually links into the Incorporeal comic. We're kind of building our own little universe. I'm just waiting for the writer to get back with me on a couple of things, minor details and stuff, before I can really get back to working on anything.
Okay. All right. And of course, AJ Moore joined us for the first time. AJ, hello, 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 hello. Tell us about yourself.
Hello, what's up, everyone out there, and howdy. This is artist AJ Moore down here in San Antonio, Texas, and it's great to be on this. I just found out about it thanks to Eric, um, and I'm really looking forward to drawing just something crazy. I've been drawing pretty much all day. I did a Twitch stream earlier today, doing a little bit of watercolor and stuff like that. And for those of you who watch that, you know I don't take any breaks, so this is nonstop drawing with no restroom breaks. So here we go. Let's do it.
He's got his poop sock ready. He knows how to use it.
Yeah, and of course, I am the host of the show, Varian Grant, founder of Indie Volt Media LLC, and co-publisher over at Last Call Comics. I'm just the host, even though I can draw. I'm not drawing today. I have been drawing today, though. Unfortunately, I was made to draw, so I did draw, and I'm sticking to it. That's why I'm sticking to it. Glenn Ford says I'm actually on all of your streams. I just finished my own live stream. I'll go over and check that out. People, check out Ionicus Toy Review on YouTube. That's Glenn Ford's channel. He reviews action figures. Glenn, I picked some really cool action figures the other day, actually. Squirrel Girl and Gamer-verse Captain America from the new PS4 Avengers game that got pushed back, but I do have it on pre-order. And is that Katrina Parker says, "Hey AJ."
Yo, hey Katrina, howdy.
There's always a Katrina in the chat. There's always a Katrina always. No matter what, it'll be like it'll be like.
At least it's not always a Karen in the chat.
Yeah. Oh, let me tell you guys about what happened today. You guys got to listen to this. Lola ordered Taco Bell, and what is her go-to food? It's her go-to comfort food, and she did it through Grubhub, one of those DoorDash, Grubhub, one of those places. And she it said delivered, and she went there. I don't see it. It's not at the door. Well, I heard a car door, and I heard it pull off. And I laughed at it. I said, check the end of the driveway. But she goes back out there. There's nothing out there. They didn't leave. It says delivered. I want to take my food to the wrong house. I'm like, I doubt he did. I go out there, and sure as hell, the food is at the end of the driveway. Wow. Like right on the curb at the end of the driveway. And I said, why don't you listen to me? Look. And she Karen'd out. I mean, she went from. I asked her. I said, on a scale to 1 to 500, how many Karens are you right now? And and
that probably broke her.
She was like, I'm 1,000. She was pissed. She was pissed. So yeah, it's Karen out. I want a Karen Scofold meter. As one. There she is, right about there. She's listening. I'm gonna be in real trouble.
It goes from I want to speak to the manager to I will end you.
Yeah.
I bet when they are the manager.
Yeah. Or when they start dropping hashtags. Oh no. So I don't know if
God, we need more artists. Where are these people?
Yeah, I do not know where one remaining artist is, but I'm going to have to start without him, I'm afraid. Because it is 9:10. So guys, you will have an opportunity this time to pick your subject, and you guys can do it as a vote. Okay. All right. So you guys are gonna hate this,
Oh,
but
okay.
love it at the same time.
This is his cheap cop out.
Yeah, yeah. No, well,
We get to pick.
well,
Okay.
you'll get to pick the subject. So, I
All
do,
right.
there is the option to do. We're gonna be doing a style challenge today. Style challenges are fun, which means that you will draw a character in a series of different styles of other art.
Serious.
Serious. Okay.
Yeah. Now,
We only got
All
an hour
right.
and a half, man.
now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Do you want to draw your own character, or do you want to draw a chosen character? And I'll let you the revote.
Don't matter to me. I vote present.
That's what my aunt votes all the
You
time.
vote for what? I couldn't
Present.
hear that part.
He votes present. He votes just here. He just. You guys want to
All right.
you guys want to draw your own character, or a character that I choose?
We're good either. I am.
Aren't you supposed to be polling this throughout the week? And
No, I can't.
you did not do your job. Did
If
you?
I poll it, then people will know what their choices are. So,
Where's the hat? Didn't you pull something out of the hat?
oh no, I didn't pull. No, the choices they come out the hat. Yeah, because you got. Well, I gotta tell you guys what styles you were using.
Okay, so you know that this is actual factual evidence.
Yeah.
You're not just making it up right now.
No.
Okay.
So, do you guys want to draw a character, an indie character that I'll give you, or do you want to draw your own character?
Well, I would like to draw my own.
Okay, all right. So you guys.
However, because the indie character, are we going to get to see him? I mean, how do we know?
Oh yeah, you'll get to see
Are
him.
we
I'll
going
put
to
him on the
Google
screen.
something?
I'll put him up on the screen, or you can
Oh,
Google
okay.
too, but I'll put him up on the screen.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So what say you guys?
Like I said, I'm happy either
Goblin
way.
Grim.
I'll do whatever. So
What do you say, Seth?
All right.
I don't know. I could go either or. So this is like asking, your girlfriend, where do you want to go eat?
all right, let's just do it. AJ's the new guy. He wants to do his own character. Let's do that.
So okay,
Let's do it on characters. All right.
yeah, we can. Okay, so you do your own characters. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the style challenge. Oh, we're getting called from on high. 1 second. We've been called from on high.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh,
Your
all
live
right.
video has ended.
Did it?
Yes.
On
Check
where?
your Facebook.
Really? I
At
have to
least
check.
on the Facebook I had.
What did I do? I didn't do anything. Let's see here.
It says check on your Facebook timeline. This live video has ended. It'll be available to watch on Varian Grant's timeline shortly.
Yeah, maybe it'll come back. I'm looking at it. It's still there. You popped up. So we'll see what happens. All right. So, guys, here is the thing. You can be drawing your own characters, which means that I don't have to tell you who to reference. I mean, I can tell you who to reference. I don't have to give you any reference of the characters, though. Okay. So, you will be drawing your characters you will be drawing the characters in your own style. Okay. The style of Jack Kirby. The style of Jim Lee. The style of Rob Crumb, and the style of CC Beck. And I will put those all in the chat so you can see them.
Interesting. So I'm thinking headshots mainly, probably.
Yeah, headshots. Yep. Headshots. You don't have to draw whole body shots. And they can be
Right.
black and white. You don't have to do color.
I've got Indie Vault up on Facebook and on YouTube, and it looks like it's live.
Okay.
The way I'm getting Facebook is saying it has ended. But it looks current.
All right.
So it looks current because Randy's in
Pull
the
up
frame.
Varian's feed.
What did I do?
You broke it.
Trying to pull up Varian's feed to see what's up. You broke it.
Might be Facebook having some issues. I don't know.
It might be. All right.
Alrighty, let's switch over to
I'm gonna put that in the
Sure.
private chat. I believe you guys can see the private chat, so you'll see what styles to use. And I can't wait to see what you guys do. Now, of course, I'll go around and ask really dumb questions of you all while you're drawing. And of course, I bring your images up full screen, just like I'm going to do to AJ Moore right now. AJ, you're from Texas.
Sweet.
Another Texan in the house. We can't do a show without a Texan. Where about
That's
Texas?
right. San Antonio.
San Antonio. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Spurs
San
fan.
Antonio for the Layman.
It-
Spurs fan, of
It
course
looks
I
like
am.
you're up. It looks like you're up on your page now.
Okay.
So might have just been my feed. Who knows? Or my server. So
I should
all
have
right,
shared
we'll
it.
see you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Good luck.
Thank
I
you.
feel like Leslie Nielsen. Good luck. We're all counting on you. Take care.
All righty. Rob says, "Is this live?" This is live, Rob. Hello, hello. Rob Anderson. Actually, Cat Dad Challenge is coming up very soon, Rob. The Cat Dad and Supermom Challenge is coming up very, very soon. Sooner than you know. Rob's been on
Right.
the kick with these new covers, man. And his campaign is have you got the 100 backers yet, Rob?
Jack Kirby.
Somebody
See,
added to
Jack
his
Kirby,
campaign
Jack
today.
Kirby,
I'm
Jack
just saying.
Kirby.
Yeah. Was it you?
Could have been.
Man.
All right. Good luck.
All right.
We're all counting on you.
Well,
Okay.
okay.
I want to ask you guys from Indie Vote Radio. There is a question about art. What do you guys do when you just don't feel it? Is there any secrets that you guys take? For me, I watch movies. I watch. If I play video games, usually kind of gets me in the mood to draw something.
I mean, they're asking us. Clearly, they don't want your answer.
Yeah, they don't.
It's okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening home. Barry and I have one of those relationships where we can chide each other endlessly.
Yeah. I'm going to I'm gonna like totally like order a bunch of stuff on Eric's credit card when this is over.
What are you talking about? You still owe me for gas, probably for a few trips.
Yeah, I'll pay you in gas at your own credit card. It's gonna be awesome. Rothermel Cat says, this looks cool. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. Why do you guys do to break that art block that you might have?
Usually, for me, it's I've gotten to the point where I've trained myself to have multiple plates spinning. So let's just say I'm getting burnt out on drawing Roddy Piper for some reason for the last couple of years. I've got several other projects, Jared the Dinosaur Man, and completely different things like you never rolled the intro for this show, for example. So going in and doing stuff like that kind of breaks up the monotony.
Yeah, which I should roll the intro, huh? I mean, yeah.
It's not too late.
Yeah, no one jump. No one gets scared. I'm gonna roll the intro.
Look out!
Oh,
Now we're official.
Yeah, now we're.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, I was about to answer your question
You
there,
can go ahead. Yeah.
about not feeling it and stuff like that.
Mhm.
For myself, like if I'm ever drawing something and I'm just not feeling it, just stop and do something else. Do
Mhm.
something else. I'll go outside. I'll garden or do something other than art, and then it'll get me back to thinking about what I was drawing and what I wanted to do with it. And then it'll probably be a totally different direction the next time I sit down. But I just can't sit there because then I'll just chew up a lot of clock,
Mhm.
So that's me.
Yeah, I how about you, Grim? What do you do? Do you when you just don't feel like drawing?
Usually wander off and clean the kitchen. I don't know. I've gone through years where either I was working too much or whatever and didn't have any time to draw, and it gets depressing. It really
Mhm.
sucks. Just kind of, I don't know, either wait for the inspiration to hit or throw on some music and try to force it.
I've heard
Yeah.
artists say you have to force it
Mm.
sometimes, and those to me, those particular times where you just force it because you have to get something done, it either becomes a situation where you really strike gold somehow, some strange way, or
Sometimes.
it sucks. And you're like,
Yeah.
I hope I have extra time to go back and fix this.
There's been times where I've been working on a commission that I'm just not into, but I'm want to get it done, and I would still want it to look good. And it sucks too because like a lot of times I'll end up taking even longer on that one commission.
Mhm. Now, let me see here. I'm gonna uh, put up a screenshot that I put up today on my Facebook. Um, what's your alignment? What's your alignment? Are you apparently I'm true neutral. Um, I can't go to lawful neutral.
I don't
I
hold mine like
guess
any of those. Probably closest would be the lawful
lawful,
evil.
lawful neutral. I reckon.
What was that?
I don't know. It depends on what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's kind of a process. Like if I'm doing rough gestural drawings, it's got to be chaotic good for me. And if I start to tighten them up, I'll move into lawful good, and then probably get into true to chaotic neutral. That whole bottom row makes absolutely no sense to me. I mean, I can't see how you can come up with anything but garbage
uh,
using those hand positions.
Jerry Mercier, who I've known for a couple years now. He was on my Facebook. He says that he goes from neutral to chaotic depending on how long he's been sitting drawing. And I'm like, and I've watched him because he does have a really weird drawing. And you know who else? Lawson. Oh, he draws weird. His thumb is on the page, and it's like, what are you? How are you drawing? Why are you doing this? It is weird watching these draw streams because you watch people's hand positions. You're like, what are you doing? Why are you holding the pencil like that? um. Also, let's see here. Got a question. Glenn says, when I am burnt out on reviews, I usually just punch myself in the face and get back to work. Don't punch yourself in the face,
Hmm.
unless you're into that type of thing. So, guys, again, you're going to be doing art in the style of you're going to do your own style. Jack Kirby's, Jim Lee, Robert Crumb, CC Beck. Good times, good times, good times. I really like watching other artists draw when I don't have to. It's great. Feels like a sweat situation. I love it. Um,
So Varian, tell me, why is it so laborious for you? I mean, you have this reputation for taking so long. So what's going on in your mind? Why is it so hard for you to knock out a page?
you know what? In all honesty, I enjoy drawing. But with this comic, I think because it's mine, I'm taking so long with it. I wasn't happy with the way one of my other books came out that I did in 3 months, and I did it 3 months laying in bed, just pissed at the world, knocking out a page and a half, maybe a day. Um, so I think with the Begotten, um, I want to make sure things are as that I can look back on the book in a couple of years and say, okay, I still think I did my best with this book. Because I'm looking at the other book I did, I'm like, oh man, I really kind of phoned that in, and I could have did so much better there. And better yet, my colors really saved my ass there. Because I mean that happens. I mean that it's like, oh man, thank God for my colors. Um, yeah, it takes me a while now. But again, if you ask me to do a cover for somebody, I'll get it done. If it's someone else's property, it's like I have fun with it. Oh yeah, I could do this. I'll tell you what I won't do anymore though. I've done some character designs. Never again. I'll never do character designs again. It's the worst thing ever.
Why is that?
Oh, okay. So here's what I want, man. I need them to wear like okay fingerless biker gloves from this one company, but instead of like the clasp at the top of the glove on the wrist, I want them to be like a gauntlet that goes up their arm to like their elbow, and then and you're like okay, and then they give you these like really like specific, super specific directions. You follow them to a T, only for them to come back later and say, "Hey man, I think your idea was better." And you're like, I mean, if you're drawing digital, that's fine, but because I mean, I'm imagining it's a little bit simpler. Eric will just take that layer off, and I mean, it's still time that he took drawing it, but he doesn't have to erase a whole arm or
It is
redraw.
a time saver, that's for sure.
Whereas I have the ability to draw on digital, but I just can't do it. I try and I try and I try, and I can't do it.
Why? What's going on there?
I don't know. I've tried. It's just like there's something that's like a disconnect that's happening, and I do not like it. And
Yeah, I
blame,
can't do digital either.
yeah. See, I blame. I don't know what's wrong, and everything else. I'm happy with being digital. It's like when it comes to drawing digital, I'm like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I do this? Why am I not regular?
Yeah, I can do the edits in digital, like add enhance the colors and all that, or fix up a couple of things that are wonky that I don't like. But I can't initially just start drawing digitally. It just takes forever, and it just does not look right to me.
Yeah, yeah. Heard a strange sound. Okay, it was weird. I'm playing too much Resident Evil. I hear strange sounds. So I'm gonna go. No, 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 no. Um, I do have a question for you, Seth.
Yeah,
And when you're because you have a you have a very I want to use the right phrase. You have a very almost delicate pen is it a draftmanship when you're drawing, and I've got some pieces of yours. Have you found that when you try to draw digitally that changes like your whole drawing style changes?
yeah,
See, that's what
yeah.
I
It's kind of more cartoony looking when I try doing it digitally.
you see. Eric doesn't understand. He thinks it's in my head, but it's not. It's not. It's the tablet doing this to me. It's not. You know what he's talking about. How about you, AJ? Have you made the switch over to digital yet?
Uh, yeah, man. Yeah, I was an animator for a little over 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I did a lot of the digital stuff. And before I was doing the traditional stuff at Comic Cons, I had the digital art working for me, and I have a few comic books and children's books that I've done, which is the character that I'm drawing now from one of my comic books called the Super Newts. That is drawn digitally. Well, it's
Mm-hmm.
hand drawn first, but everything else is, the inking, the colors, they're all digital. So
Okay.
it's just a good way to burn my eyes out from the long computer hours.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do it as much anymore for that very reason.
Mm-hmm.
So there I am.
I got some computer glasses that I bought. They're not up here right now. I don't know where they are, but they allow me to stare at the screen. And then at 9 o'clock, both my screens go into what they call like this light mode, where it's or was it night light mode, where they tint themselves. And I actually had three monitors for a while, but I realized that was overkill. And the really cheap monitor would not do it. It would not go into nightlight mode. So I had these two nice soft glowing monitors to my left and right in front of me, and then to my right was this really harsh And it's like super bright. Was it 12-inch monitor? I mean, no, probably it was 14-inch monitor, just glowing really bright in my face. It was horrible. Um, I'm looking at. Let me bring up some people's art really close here. Looking at Seth's right now. Seth has his style, and then Seth. What style are you knocking out right now?
I started off with the Kirby, and I'm doing the Jim
Okay.
Lee.
All
I'm
right.
gonna skip and save mine for last.
Okay. Do me a favor. Make sure that like I don't know. I can't see it in there, but make sure you like kind of write their names in the
Yeah.
so we can see who it is. All right. Excellent. 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 Thank you. Let's take a look at what Eric's doing so far. Oh, it's all like Eric's.
I'm getting some base heads down because a lot of the style stuff is going to come up in the inking section. So
That sounds like a rap lyric. I'm getting some bass heads now.
I'm getting the base heads down, man.
And let's take a look at what AJ's doing. AJ's drawing in pencil, so it's a little
that.
hard to see, but we can.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, we will get there.
Yeah, this is the Jim Lee in the middle right here.
Okay.
I remember Jim Lee used to do a lot of those running shots.
Yeah.
That I used to like.
Yeah.
So that's why I have the one in the middle is the classic Jim Lee running shot, and I got some Kirby action over here.
Yeah. Lola really wanted someone to do something in a J. Scott Campbell style, but I'm like, I don't. When I looked at the thing, I'm like, I don't have enough room. Like these guys can't draw like 10 different poses. And an hour and a half, and so because of that, obviously there's no Mike Turner on the list, who should be on here, right? But if I had my way, if I had my druthers, Mike Turner would be on the list. The most fantabulous artist ever, next to me. I see that Seth is using microns.
Yeah.
You uncultured swine, you.
Hey, I love it.
Where are the Copic multi-liners?
I got those too, but those are like $20 a pen. That's cheap.
You're like, I'm not wasting them on this show.
I actually saw a guy on Instagram. He uses regular ballpoint pens, and he does amazing work with them.
Yeah. So many of those. So many people have, like, I was mentioning the other day that James O'Barr, and it was a documentary I was watching from a long time ago. It's on the Crow, the first Crow movie, special features, where he talks about he learned how to make the cheap Kmart paints work for him.
Yeah.
After because and just as good as the expensive stuff. So
it's the artist, not the tool.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm
glad you said it, Eric. You beat me to it, man.
However, I will say this: it's the artist, not the tool. However, some of these people need to at least upgrade their tools. I had an artist. True. I had an artist come bring me a comic on 8 by 11. I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do with this? It was really small and hard to scan. And images, little features got lost. It was bad. It was bad. I'm also happy to not be a part of tonight's challenge, by the way. Very excited about that. It's a very stressful situation being a part of these drawing challenges. I did one I was talked into, and I was like, never again. This was the worst mistake ever. No, I do like challenges. I'll probably do some more myself, and it will be fun to maybe do one on the show. Maybe if I can 1 week I'll hand off hosting reins to someone else so I can take part, or just do it and not have myself in contention. Why not? Could be kind of fun. It'll have to be a challenge that I can murder everybody to, or something people have to choose right then and there. Like I'll have to let the viewers choose what it is. That way, it's not, unfair. But hey, guys, guess what we're drawing?
This week's challenge, we're drawing gnomes very slowly.
Yeah, exactly. I see. It's funny. Tipsy comics. I can crank those out. Yes, we do a Tipsy comic. Yeah, no problem. I got you. And you notice that Tipsy got more and more simplistic. There's actually two Tipsies. There's the Last Call Comics merchandise Tipsy, which is like a lot more fully rendered. He has like his he has whites in his eyes, and he has oh gosh, what else was there? There's a couple differences between the Tipsy we use on merchandise and the Tipsy that goes in the comic strip. Tipsy in the comic strip, oh boy, has he been broke down to like just the smallest of features. And I guess it's an old animator trick. Larry says he's dropping by to say hi, hello. Larry C. Parker 82 says I had to switch to Twitch. Facebook kept failing. Yeah, we got to message Facebook about that. Dave Brown, winner from last week. Was it last week? Yeah, last week. Dropping in to put everybody on notice that he's watching. Glenn Ford says maybe the next challenge everyone can do their characters as Transformers. That'd be pretty cool. Larry says I can host it. I can be your Randy. Larry Zimmerman. I got a tip. You got a tip? What's your tip?
Just the tip.
Do not eat yellow snow. Well, it is snowing pretty much across the Midwest right now, right? At least in Michigan.
Yeah.
It's been snowing in May.
It's only May.
Yeah. Why is it snowing? Like what? First no stimulus check, now snow. This bites.
Heck, we could probably still get snow in July around here.
We will. We're gonna get snow and COVID and everything else.
It's the winter that never ends. Goes on and on, my friend.
Glenn Ford says it's the end of times. It is. It's all.
I hope so. I'm tired of getting dragged along on this. Man, maybe this year. Oh crap! I'm still alive.
It's 2021. Damn
What
it!
you wish for?
Yeah. It's like you just wait to hear those sweet trumpets. It's here. It's the rapture. I'm running outside. Wait a minute.
I'm okay with Mother Nature hitting the reset button.
Sorry, I can't stay away.
Okay.
Well, you better start drawing, old man.
Just tell Larry I'm irreplaceable. I just want to. No, I ain't drawing. Not tonight. I've been coloring. So I just wanted to say our next thing is a comet that's coming later this month that you'll be able to see with the naked eye.
Sweet. Hope it's named Wormwood.
I don't know. I think it's called. I don't remember what it was called. I know there's a couple of them coming, but there's a big one coming that we'll be able to see.
Sorry, there was a gnat on my screen. He just made his maker.
I hope that's not coming through.
No.
Get rid of that.
Now,
Anyway,
I have a question. I had on the radio. Somebody sent a question. A girl said, from this morning. If I bring the question up, I can't put it on the screen because it's from the radio. But she says, my boyfriend is an artist and will not talk to me when he's drawing. We never talk because he's always drawing. He's a poor conversationalist. How can I make him talk to me when he's at his art table?
Have him draw you. Have him draw you. You be the subject matter, and he'll tell you where to move, how to set, and I don't know, because we get tunnel vision, and 4 or 5 hours will go by, like nothing. So it's very hard to focus on something outside of what we're doing.
Then I start. Because I've one worded Lola to death before. You hungry? Mm-hmm. And to me that's a whole conversation. Mm-hmm. What do you want?
If I'm writing, I can't have a conversation or even listen to other people talk because then I start writing what they're saying.
Yeah, yeah. I'm bad with that with writing. I can't listen to musical words if I'm writing. But
Wait,
now I can
wait
draw and
until
do.
you're sorry. Wait until you're married for about 25 years. That's the whole extent of your conversations. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Going on 17 this year. Didn't take
So there you
25.
go. Yeah.
It's weird because I've been married 3 years, but with the same woman for 10. So it's like I'm already crossing a lot of those moments. Like this is never gonna change. This is, in fact, it's getting worse. Everything is awful. You walk in the bathroom. Really? Really? This is how you live? Oh, very nice artwork I'm seeing from people starting here. If you're listening to Indie Radio, we really appreciate it. Right now, we're at 10,114 people listening. Really appreciate that, guys. I know it's hard for you guys to see this, but you want to see it, you should click on over to YouTube on the YouTube, Indie YouTube, and check it out. You can find it under Art of War. I am building a special subfolder for it so you can easily find it as episodes on our channel and check that out. And if also tomorrow I'm gonna be loading up the Art of War episodes on IndieVolt TV on Roku, so you can go back and check those out too. And I know that most of you have been told to shelter in place even longer, so you got no choice but to watch. May 28th here in Michigan. May 28th. Can't come any sooner. But by the time it'll get to be like May 20th. But guess what? September 5th.
So, AJ, have you gone out to a restaurant yet?
So, no, the restaurants aren't uh, open yet. At least not to go inside.
Okay.
So,
Mm.
unfortunately, I haven't. But I mean, that's the once they open up, man, I'm gonna sit down and have myself a good old fashioned burger, and I'm gonna eat it without a mask. It's gonna be beautiful, man. But barbershops and salons and stuff open today, and we have like 2 movie theaters open
Oh
to like
man,
25% capacity.
what are they even showing?
I'm not sure what the I don't know, man. I wish they were showing some of my stuff, but can't have everything, right? But I'm not sure what they're showing, man. It's I don't know, but I know people are trying to get out, um, trying to do stuff because I mean, down here in Texas, we didn't have as many cases, um, which is why we were able to open up just a little bit um, prematurely, in some people's opinion.
Mhm.
But I mean, we have to wear masks. It's a requirement if you go into certain places like grocery stores, retail stores like Walmart, post office, because I go there a lot. You know, I mean, mailing stuff from Etsy and whatnot. You have to put the mask on, and you have to stand 6 feet away from everyone. But so far, I mean, things are good. I mean, everybody is following the rules. People are rolling their eyes, but they're following the rules. And hopefully, next couple of weeks, you guys can start doing the same. Hopefully sooner.
People in Michigan can't follow rules. They
Oh,
want
I'm
to go
sorry,
protest
man.
and huddle up together about it.
Well, I
Oh
think that
man.
I think that people got really pissed off because I believe this. You know what? If you just I don't again, I'm not a politician. I don't know the inside rules, but I feel like this. If I come out to everyone and I say, "Hey guys, you are all stuck in the house until um July 20th. There's going to be a public outcry. People are going to call for my head. And after a week or two, the anger should die down and people will get, over it. Um, if I let you almost get there, and then I pushed I changed the goalpost, pushed the goalpost around.
Three
People get
times
pissed
now.
about that, you
Three
know.
In the
times now.
beginning, people here over up here,
Mhm.
they were having fits at the beginning that when they were told that they had to stay home.
Yeah, yeah, I can imagine. Well,
Hmm.
listen, you Grand Rapidians have always been natural dissenters. Um,
I'm farther north even from that. I'm up over closer to Mackinac.
yeah. So see, yeah,
Oh, that's where Varian never goes.
no, nope, 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 nope. That's the Great White North.
I
I'll stay my black ass down
I
here.
I had to
I'm
send him a selfie from Mackinac City to prove to him that people of his color is even up there.
Those were people working. I'm pretty sure of it, and they probably they probably were workers, or they were probably trying to figure out where the hell they
They tell
were.
they were.
Visiting, man.
Yeah, yeah,
In town for dinner, right?
yeah. They didn't. We weren't
No,
trying to be there.
they run up there long enough to get the fudge.
Yeah, yeah. And then
some
can't
good
get
And they
back.
got the
That's what.
fudge out of there.
No,
Yeah, yeah,
then they get the fudge out of there. Yeah.
yeah. We
No, they were
don't
up there working. They
Rim
were up there
shot.
being productive members.
see.
It was all
Nope,
good.
nope,
He
nope.
just wouldn't believe me. Nope, nope.
You know what? That's a Photoshop filter he used. It's some type of secret app. It's something secret app to put black people in the audience. Trump uses it all the time,
That's
and
that's right.
it's just to put I do not believe it. And but it's funny. I mean, Seth, how
yeah,
many black folks have you seen today?
huh?
How many black folks have you seen today?
Up here,
Yep. How many
besides
today?
today, I haven't left my house.
See, none. See, none whatsoever.
I
You
say
you
we get a few, but during the summer and spring is mostly the time when we usually see anybody with some sort of melanin count. But that's because they're the Jamaicans coming here to work at Mackinac.
isn't it funny? Isn't it funny? It's like I remember a friend of mine said that he didn't see a black person to high school. He had no idea. He was like, he went to school and like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's same here. First time
See?
seeing one in person was my buddy Dave.
Yeah.
It happens.
Hey, that was
It happens,
that
man.
was
Like,
my experience coming to Detroit. I grew up in El Dorado Springs, Missouri,
Mhm.
and I took a year off in Lafayette, Indiana, where my dad's family's from when we moved off the farm. But before moving off the farm, yeah, no, well, just occasionally going down to Springfield for shopping or anything. But I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anybody who wasn't, of Irish or Germanic descent
Mhm.
until coming up here, and then I had like tons of friends. But you know what? You and AJ are like the only ones who have and Terry, they're the only ones who have consistently stayed my friend of a different melanin count. It's just like everybody, like if all my college buddies, they all stayed with. They just went back to their groups after they graduated college, whatever
Yeah.
it was.
I
wow.
I,
I feel honored, man.
yeah, yeah.
But it's too late now, Eric. I'm like your friend for life, man. You took me to a wrestling event.
yeah. We're like
So I'm stuck with you, bro.
Yeah, for those who don't know, AJ and I are both fanatical wrestling fans, and AJ is a hell of a wrestling artist. He gives me a run for my money when we're at shows together.
see, that's why I won't do the wrestling.
Yes, I'm all heel, man.
I won't do the wrestling, right? Because Eric's got that stuff on lock up here. I see other artists do it, and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna tell Eric. I do. And Eric knows I'll message him too, like, hey, Eric, you see this? You see this shit? It's like that, and I think I'm.
I don't mind it because, like, in wrestling they have heels and faces,
Hmm.
So I consider myself a heel. So I'm out to squash anybody,
Glenn says those protesters in
in
Lansing.
a kind way.
Yeah,
He says those protesters in Lansing gave a shaved head, big bearded guys a bad name. I mean, You know, I was once had a shaved head, but I can't grow a beard to save my life, so I'm gonna give it up and give it a try. It's not happening. I'm just trying to get like a nice big
Mm.
homeless guy beard, and if I can get what happens on my head, that happened on
Well, don't feel
my
bad, and I can't either.
it'd be great. Oh,
I'm not alone in the non-beard category.
let me zoom in on some art here. Zooming in on AJ. Is that your that's your Jim Lee?
Yeah, with all the detail and whatnot.
Mhm. Nice, nice, nice.
It's almost
Yeah.
Eastman esque.
Believe it or not, they were one of the
There's a
artists
little
that I
Clint
had in
Eastman
the.
going on.
I had one of the artists I had was Eastman, but I had to take him and I take him out because I needed room. And let's take a look at what good old Goblin Grimm is doing. Working hard, working hard.
It's definitely different.
And like, I was not prepared for this type of anarchy today. And Eric Hudson. Eric, is that your Ditko down there?
Jim Lee Deco, yeah, it's. I was looking off of his Devil Dinosaur, and that's where I was kind of picking up some of the cues.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if Jim Lee's ever drawn a dinosaur.
Well,
I
it's
hate
like,
Pinterest. I hate it. All these links go to Pinterest, and Pinterest sucks.
Lola, the indie princess, has no beards. Yes, yes, she won't let me grow a beard. She won't, and I want to grow like a really ridiculous, like Donald Glover, like big, huge Santa beard. I want it to be big and nappy and just this whole like almost to it dreads itself. That's how bad I want it to be. But she's like, no. I'm like, ugh, lame. I want it to match my hair. So I just want a whole like head fro. So I could just sit in here and just look and just, then I want to get a bulldog. And we just want to I just want to sit at the computer and just stare at the screen all mean with the bulldog. Just Let's see here. Now, Eric,
Yes.
we talked about backing your your digital artwork up. Or do you think that you're going to see at some point? Are you gonna wish at some point, man? Like let's say, you know, 20 years from now, Dread Dinosaur is one of the biggest indie comics ever. You think you'll ever kick yourself that you didn't draw more traditional art, or would you switch over to traditional if you seen you had a cash cow in your hands?
See, that's kind of my plan. Is I would probably do the covers as traditional at that point.
Hmm.
But I don't think I would ever regret it because digital has saved my art career with the scleroderma and all that.
Mm-hmm. Randy, did you weigh in on this one? Here, let me put this up for you. Did you weigh in on that one?
You're asking me to weigh in on something?
Yes, weigh in on your artist
Are you
alignment.
talking about my weight? What?
No, no. You're salt 175, right?
Hang on, I need to look.
Okay.
Say what? On what? Oh yeah. I'm lawful evil.
Lawful evil.
Yeah, only my fingers curled in a little harder. Let me see here. Probably closer to chaotic neutral to lawful evil,
Okay.
I would say.
Yeah. No. That's
That's about it right there.
Yeah. Did I tell you guys? I think I mentioned on last week's show.
I have a callus
Let's bring that up. Hold on.
right there on my thumb. I'm sure
He's
you
flipping
can see
everybody
it.
off. He wants to see each unit.
I'm flipping everybody off right
Oh,
now.
wow.
There we are. Right,
Yeah.
I got that great callus right there from many years of inking.
Mhm.
That the pen just sits right in.
Oh, yeah.
So
Speaking of inking, if you haven't checked out last night's Geekgasm episode, it was really cool. We had Barbara Kelsberg there, and she's inked for so many different companies: Marvel, DC, Malibu.
Inked for years.
Yeah,
Wow.
Very prolific.
very interesting conversation. She wouldn't tell us which. She wouldn't say. She wouldn't name names. But one of the interesting came from one of the interesting stories she told us is that she took a portfolio went to one of the big two companies at the time, and um, she said that the editor looked at her, looked at her artwork, and said, "Wow, you ink like a man." And it's
Mm.
like,
No
wow,
way.
Ink like a man.
you ink like a man.
Ink like a man.
Yeah.
That'd be a Me Too moment now.
Yeah. It'd be right to the. I wonder too. Like,
Boy, yeah, you're instantly fired, man.
yeah. Hey, nowadays, I would because you can't. Oh, you say that nowadays. Oh,
You get canceled.
yeah.
Yeah, in a hurry.
I always I'm
You
always like,
misogynistic motherfucker.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for them to come after Seth and call him a misogynist. Like, you realize that it's at this point. Like, I'm waiting, Seth. I'm waiting for Seth's a fucking misogynist. I can't wait.
I'm waiting for somebody to call me
Yeah.
cisgendered scum.
Oh, I'm waiting for that so hard.
Because
Listen,
I draw a lot of pinups, a lot of naked female pinups. I'm like, well, pay me to draw a naked man. I'll draw a naked man.
listen. When somebody calls you cis,
Yeah.
before when they call you a cis white male, I want you to don't reply. Message me first. Message me first so I can come look and watch.
Like, hey, it's happening.
Yeah, exactly. Just yeah, it's happening.
I'd be like, well, we'll go in the bathroom. I'll show you, what's what.
And now I'm thinking like, you know, yeah, shit, man, that'd be awesome. Who can we who can we set to call you sis? Let's see.
Hey, I still pee sitting down. It's okay. If I stand up, I just get all over my shoes.
You're gonna that's that's a go. That's a good one. I don't understand why like if that happened, I would have to like I mean, someone calls you that. I'm coming to the thread with that Michael Jackson popcorn meme. I'm coming in with it. It's gonna be awesome. I see that yeah, man, AJ laid those inks in there quick. I looked away for a second and came back, and there's full on cross hatching there. I'm jealous.
Yeah,
I'm jealous.
laying it down, man. Laying it down. Bam.
And then Mr. Eric Hodson over there with the he's messing with those is it the levels of ink there.
Oh yeah, let me get that out of the way.
I just discovered that my pencil takes a
You
battery.
know,
Oh, go ahead.
I was thinking y'all was talking about the me too stuff. Being a Southerner, we have to really be careful down here because we say stuff like sweetie, sugar, baby, and it just comes out, and you don't mean it. Now, mostly everyone down south knows, but you always know when someone's not from the south. Like, what did you just call me? Like, oh no, it's cool. That's just what we say here. I didn't mean it like that. You're trying to do damage control.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah,
someone
it's
do that one time online because I used to live down in Florida and stuff, and my one aunt that I was living with, she's from Louisiana. So, everybody was hun and all that, and I said something to
Yeah.
somebody else online and said hun, and she's like, I'm not your fucking honey. I'm like, wow, I did not
Yeah.
not mean it like that, but okay. I just ignored her.
Yeah, exactly. It's tough, man. It's tough. And another thing is that I say ma'am a lot. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Mhm.
That's how I was raised. So sometimes I'll say it, and I'm not a male. I'm like, oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm not old. So I'm like, no, I didn't mean, never mind. Just never mind.
Yeah. Or somebody automatically
Never
assumes
mind.
you're in the military or something too. You get that a lot up here.
Yes,
um,
right.
I'm not gonna
Yeah, there's a
lie.
lot of military here.
Yeah, military used to the no, ma'am. Um, yes, ma'am. I'm seeing messages
Yeah.
that I'm getting on Facebook. Sorry about that. You guys think that? Let me see. Is the background messing with anybody else's eyes? I got a message on Facebook.
Is what?
The background may mess on people's eyes. Could always do this.
You giving people seizures?
Could always do this.
Be careful.
Yeah, I could do that. But really. Well, see, I could get away with this one because people, you guys don't look. You guys aren't looking at the screen. So if you look at the screen, then you would see like these lightning flashes. Like, no, I don't like that. Take that down. No, we'll switch back to that one.
Yeah, that would get annoying after a while.
Yeah. Let's check in with our regional uh, correspondent. See how things are in the world, real quick here. Just give me 1 second. Wait. Let me see here.
Who's that? Are we going to switch over? Is Ethan in the
Terrible
green
things are
room?
going on in the world right now. Absolutely terrible. Let me see here. Well, let me check in on you guys and just make sure you're okay.
Um, so yeah, just checking in on us. Thanks, Ethan. Appreciate that. Always looking in on us, making sure we're okay. We are going. We are okay. Also, make sure you sign up to get your Variant Grant Funko Pop today. Sign up. I'm gonna make sure the bad boys happen at some point.
Wait, what?
Wow.
The hat's the wrong color.
That was made for me. Yeah.
That's beautiful though.
Yeah.
Hey,
How
very
dare you?
good. I got.
Mhm.
Oh,
Go
my
ahead.
mic is muted. Oh, never mind. Here we go.
Good.
Now I gotta say, you probably get this a lot, but you just remind me of Slay, dude. Like your look, you remind me of Sway.
Oh, yeah. People tell me that. People
Yeah,
tell me they tell me
yeah, you
Sway.
probably get that a lot.
Yeah, I've got Sway, and there was one other guy. And when I was thinner, it was Donald Glover, which I'm like,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
I could take that. I could, all handsome gentlemen. I could take it. Could take it. I'll take being compared to them. As long as they're not like, hey man, you look like you know, uh, what's his name? Shabba Ranks. Oh, wait a minute. I'm living.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Shabba Ranks. I'm never dating again.
Yeah, man, I get. I never got Shava, but I get Lil Wayne a lot. I look nothing like him.
We got
At conventions, I get Terry Huddleston. For y'all who know Terry, I get Terry Huddleston a lot. Even though we look nothing alike, I'm Terry.
I was compared to Terry.
It's-
I got. I'll tell you my Terry Huddleston story a little bit later tonight. But yeah, Dorfisa. What are we discussing? Dorfisa. These guys are just drawing, and they're drawing their characters in a bunch of different art styles. They're drawing them in the art styles of their own. Jack Kirby, Jim Lee, Rob Crumb, CC Beck. Gonna see what these what we end up getting. Should be some nice variations. And Dorfisa is also she's a writer. She's based out of Florida. No, actually, I'm sorry. I can't respect her like that. She's based out of Miami, not from Florida. Miami is no longer part of Florida. Um, I'm sorry. I don't mean to disrespect you like that. You're right. You're from Miami, not Florida. The murder hornets are coming, says Glenn Ford, and he says there's also the Chase variant pop. Yeah, it's the Chase pop. Got to get that one. Terry Huddleston, a guy walked up to me at the con and was like, "Hey man, I want to buy that print from you." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And he handed me some money, and I'm like, "None of my prints cost this much." I don't understand. And end up he was looking for Terry, not me. And I was like, oh
Right.
man, could have had that money, but I didn't.
Yeah. I mean, I tried to pull it off, man, but I mean, they started getting too detailed. It was like, so where's your wife? We haven't seen your wife in a while. Where's she at? I'm like, my wife? Excuse me?
That's
Yeah,
the
no,
time
Leah.
to
I'm
really
like, yeah,
start.
yeah, I know, but she's not here.
That's the time to really start messing with people. Didn't you hear? Oh my God.
Uh-huh. Well, it didn't hurt. I was walking around that particular con looking like this. I'll put it up on the screen. I have the picture. I was walking around that con like this. There it is. So looking at it,
Oh, see now I can see. I can see that
Wait,
a
wait,
little
wait,
bit
wait! Don't take it down yet.
more than me.
That's
Oh
beautiful.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
looking at it, I can
I can see
understand.
Barry in that.
You're very great
Oh,
value.
come on,
Terry.
man.
I
We're
must admit.
Great
hell
value,
yeah.
Terry. Yeah, that's also Rob has that um as a side graphic on Indie Advocates. Yeah, that's my face.
Hmm.
That's always nice to see my face on another program. Like, hey, I'm not even on there, but it's my face. I'm convinced that YouTube is just going to be, it's going to descend into one big trolling operation. We're going to all get our own
It's
stations and
not.
start trolling each other.
It's not already.
Yeah, it kind of is. I'm going to give them shit. Watch this. Ah. So, tell you guys a funny story this morning. I've been having issues sleeping. And as such, I fell asleep watching a documentary on Amazon about Larry Cohen that I just found out about. Me and Randy were just talking about Larry Cohen yesterday, and there's a documentary, Randy, on Amazon Prime about his career.
Larry who?
Larry Cohen, the guy who directed the ambulance, and
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
there's,
Sorry.
there's, a whole, there's a whole
Yeah.
documentary on Amazon about his career. It's called King Cohen.
Cool.
I didn't know he directed
Hmm.
the whole episodes of Branded. Yeah, with uh, with the rifleman. I forgot that guy's name. Chuck Connor, is that it? Yeah. He wrote
Yeah.
episodes of that. That guy wrote and did so much. Black Caesar. My God, he's just a bunch of stuff he directed. But
A lot of the B movie, yeah, gratuitous stuff. Yeah. It's like he was always working.
yeah, so and he did a lot of stuff. He did a lot of that stuff without permits, by the
He
way.
also wrote episodes of, oh yeah, guerrilla filming. Yeah.
Yeah.
He wrote a couple of episodes of Columbo too, if I remember right.
Columbo, NYPD Blue,
Yeah. Yes,
NYPD,
and
the original. Yeah. There's so much stuff, but
both of those were real prestigious at the time. That was, the writers got to write those episodes.
he wrote something called, was it Conant Blue, which was basically the Born Identity before there was a Born Identity. They never got to finish the show because only went one
Hmm.
season. But yeah, very interesting documentary. If you got Amazon Prime, go ahead and check that out. It's called King Cohen. But I fell asleep on the sofa last night. Lola kicked me out the bed, told me I couldn't sleep in there, and I so about 6:30, I hear
She's
rattle.
still mad over that geekgasm. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah.
Sorry.
I hear rattling. What the hell is that sound? And I instantly know that it's my kid digging in candy at 6:30 in the morning. I said, "Come here." And he comes over, and he's 9. He's yeah. What was that sound? Nothing. I didn't hear anything. Like, boy, what were you in? I was in the candy. For what? I wanted to read the back of the package. Like, so I'm like, bull. I'm like, let me get. So I get up. I go look at the package. The package has been raffled. He's gone through it, and I'm like, okay, let me see where the candy's at. So I start going to his room. He's running behind me now. I walk in his room. There's a Twizzler on the floor where I guess he got scared and ditched the Twizzler. He threw it in the
There's no time.
room. So he's been grounded all day, trying to steal candy at 6:30 in the morning. I no candy every day, so I ate his donuts. That's the kind of parent I am. Ate his donuts. Call me a dick. I don't care. It's fine.
What kind of donuts?
Birthday cake donuts from Krispy Kreme.
Ah,
Oof. That is a
Yep.
bad. That is a dick move.
okay.
360 calories per donut.
You didn't get the key lime ones that they have
You
out?
gotta go to Voodoo Donuts, man.
Oh man, yeah. There's no, we don't have anything like that up here.
Voodoo Donuts.
I'm gonna tell you
Yeah,
something. You
man.
guys
Try to
might
hit
not.
it up in Portland, Austin, Denver.
I'm gonna tell you guys something you might not know. The worst flavor ever created to man was key lime.
I like key lime pie.
What?
Yes. Ew.
How do you?
It's nasty.
What? Man. Oh my goodness. Mm.
You broke
I can't.
AJ.
We can't be friends no more.
I had a key lime donut in Cleveland one time, and it was fantastic.
Ugh.
So
That's
Yeah.
because you were in Cleveland.
No.
And anything good in Cleveland is fantastic.
No, I will.
true.
I will say this. My only exposure to key lime pie has been in those supermarket pies.
Oh well, come on. Those are barely
Yeah, see,
food.
those are terrible, man. Come on, dude. That's not. You can't use that. You just can't. Those are terrible, man.
I don't trust them.
Those are the kind of foods that you eat like when you had a real bad show and you only made like $50 a whole day, and you're like, well, either I go to Wendy's or I just stop in this little convenience store and get a key lime pie. There you go.
No, I really don't like all the sound I'm hearing in my house. Like there was an audible breath over that way. I don't like that. You did it again. And that's one of you over there. Anyway,
Mm.
key lime is disgusting. Yeah, I
All
won't.
right.
I won't hear any more of it.
I guess we don't see eye to eye on key lime. That's all right. It's just more for me.
Look, what brand was that she used to buy? I can't think of the brand. But there was a brand of pie she used to buy, and it was, in my opinion,
I don't know. Is it like
it was like a yellow
Jimbo
box.
or something?
It was like a yellow box. It was
Yellow? I don't know, man. I don't recall.
I'm gonna look
All
it
It
up.
wasn't
my,
a Grand, wasn't Grand
key lime
Traverse, was it?
experiences have been
No.
golden.
Let's see here. Sara Lee. The Sara Lee key lime pie.
Oh, one of those
Oh,
frozen
okay.
things. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's downhill from buying it from the actual bakery and the grocery
She
store.
by Sara Lee and Edwards. Key lime pie, thaw and serve.
Yeah, no, thaw and serve. That's
I don't know if I've
bastardization.
had a Sally, man.
It had the
I don't think I've ever had one. So
it had the cookie crust. The nice cookie crust crust.
yes, that's not key lime. So you just had a bad experience, man. It's kind of like me and tuna. I can't stand tuna, man. I had a bad experience. I just don't like tuna.
Mm.
You know, I had a bad experience with a lot of foods, man. So I can feel you. I can feel you on that.
Was the tuna like, was it old or ranking
No,
something?
it was just gross because I tried to put like curry in it because I was gonna make like some curry tuna.
Ooh.
Dumb. Dumb. Don't ever do it.
Well, that doesn't sound like a good idea.
Dumb. Oh man, you get creative when you're hungry sometimes.
Yeah. Here we go. There it is. This used to haunt my refrigerator as a kid.
Oh,
Edward.
that. I've seen that. I've never had it though.
Edwards key lime pie, Dawn serve.
Maybe I'll stay
I'll
away from that one, not to ruin my experience.
I'll buy one, take it to Eric. Here you go, Eric. Dawn serve. He can review it on our new show, Starving Artist. Where an artist tries new food all the time.
You know, I got a bunch more of them Japanese snacks. We need to film you trying those out. That was some good fun.
Yeah. Me gagging. Entire broadcast. Oh.
I have a friend of mine who he's very eclectic. You know, he'll eat just about anything. He's got a cast iron stomach, and it's because he grew up where they really had to fend for themselves. Like he has a story where he's told more than often where his mom tried to make him lunch. It was a cheese sandwich, and the cheese was still wrapped in the plastic. So that's kind of where he's coming from. So I've gone over to his house, and he's eating like oatmeal with tuna fish and barbecue sauce mixed in because that's just what he had in his fridge. And I've tried to tell him, dude, you should totally do a YouTube show where you make this kind of crap and eat it. It'd be like a poverty kitchen thing. I think that'd be hysterical.
Oh my goodness.
Could call it make and do.
Yeah.
Make and do.
Yeah, and I grew up with a lot of that too. I mean, when I was a kid, we'd have spaghetti sauce that was made with ketchup. You know, rolling pennies to go to the grocery store. I lived that way for a little while, so I get it.
See, this is where
It made you strong though.
this is where I imagine it would. I mean, this is where like I always feel bad because I'm like I want to chime in on hardships, but then I'm like, it's like
Military prep school jerk.
Yeah, I don't think I didn't have any.
No, never feel bad. You didn't have it hard.
I've sometimes felt
I mean,
horrible.
thanks for funny story though. You what?
I feel bad because my wife, she'll tell me that you had it too good, and then she sees it in the way that I do our kid. She's like, "Oh, he's spoiled rotten." I'm like, "Yeah," but I feel like if I don't do that, then somehow, like I'm a bad parent. Okay. For instance, we put a TV in his room. We put our old entertainment stand in his room because it was just sitting out here. We weren't gonna do anything with it, and I was like, well, okay, well, he's got a new entertainment stand. We can't put this 19-inch TV on this big, huge entertainment stand. So I ran out and got him a new TV, and it was, for the price, it was a, nice size TV. But people have, admonished me about the size of his television. He doesn't need all that. Well, he doesn't, but now the good thing is, I also think about it like this: he's not going to ask me for a bigger size TV for a while. Maybe when he gets
I mean, hopefully he'll grow up and take things for granted to the point where he doesn't want anything.
Yeah.
Maybe because it's a trap because growing up the way I grew up, anytime money came into my parents' hands, it went for some disposable nonsense. Like we always had dogs and cats running everywhere, and my father would go buy a whole bunch of brand new furniture to impress his parents, and then it would be ruined within inside of a week because the dogs just got to do whatever the hell they wanted.
Wow.
And it's just throwing money away on things. And I really wish I'd have been raised with a different mindset because I'm having to learn that mindset now in my 40s, where it's like, you know what, I need to stop collecting comics and action figures and start collecting little pieces of companies called stocks or little gold coins that are actually going to be worth something when the paper dollar crashes. It's like, man, I wish I'd have started doing this stuff when I was at least in my 20s. But you're raised with these mentalities, and it takes forever to break out of them because you really have to start, learning those lessons. And it's like our parents' generation was growing up, the boomers. that debt is a necessity to live the American dream. So it's just a foregone conclusion that you'll have credit cards and everything's maxed out and you're always paying on a car payment, instead of how, face it, wealthy people, I'm not talking like super rich, but I'm talking about people who are well-to-do. They'll wear the same clothes, they'll drive the same cars. They're not buying the latest and greatest every year because they're putting their money elsewhere to work for them instead of working for the money to just go spend. And it's just it's generational, and you have to put the brakes on it, make a course correction, and hope that your future generations won't repeat some of the same life lessons that you've done.
Yeah, I seen a very funny quote from I think it was Atlanta. It's like, "Listen, I'm poor, and poor people spend their entire day trying not to be poor." It's like, I'm trying to eat today, not in September. And but I think that's why people sometimes get afraid to even do stocks, like Eric.
Yeah.
And what if I I have stock in Wizard World, and
well, you might as well buy magic beans at this point.
I have stock in Wizard, and I sold some of it because it actually went up. I got up to $2.50 from 10 cents. So
$2.50.
So I was like, I'm gonna sell, and I was happy. I sold some. I still got some, but it was a good sale. It was a good sale to get rid of some of that stock. So I wouldn't mind playing the stock market a little bit more, but I'm always nervous about that type of stuff because, man, oh man, you can lose it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you
gotta take a gamble, right?
Yeah, you got to go into it thinking like where I'm at, for example, I don't have a lot of money in anything, but I'm trying to suck little bits away here and there whenever I can, and hoping it'll grow. And some of that is in gold, some of that is in stock, and some of that is in crypto. Now I look at that and I'm thinking, okay, if the dollar crashes, gold and Bitcoin and crypto are going to go up. If the dollar becomes strong, then gold will go down, because that's how the price of gold is. Gold is just money. It doesn't change value. The reason why it's worth more is because the dollar is worth less. And so that's why it kind of balances between, because the US dollar is the world reserve currency. All the nations got off the gold standard. Well, they're trying to change that now. For the last 3 years, central banks have been gobbling up tons and tons of gold to put in their reserves. The thinking is that we're going to move to a gold standard digital crypto style currency, and paper fiat currencies will be going away here soon. But I've been forcing myself to learn this. This is what I'm doing at night before I go to bed. I'm just watching endless finance guys talk about this stuff and just trying to feed my curiosity for something else to pick up as much as I can. But it's still a big gamble. And, it's just like right now, the way that our stupid governments are handling the situation, they're just printing money. That's a gamble too. So
I was just going to say, that's I doubt we'll be getting away from the dollar anytime soon because of that. The way that we've been printing money lately, we're going to be relying on that paper money for a little while longer.
You just got to hedge your bets.
I like paper money. I like to go in the clubs and make it rain.
Yeah.
I just bought. I just got one of those guns that shoot out dollar bills. Come on.
I was just going to say, I saw somebody use that today.
Did you?
That's funny. Yeah.
How does that work?
You load up money, or you load up that you can put fake bills in it too, and you shoot.
It's like a Nerf gun.
Yeah, like a Nerf gun, and the money flies.
You load it in and it flies out. Yep.
Hello, everybody. Take a look at this.
I like to make it hail. Just take a fistful of change and whip it at people.
There you go. That works real well at the strip clubs.
Do you take dimes?
Ow! Get that asshole out of here.
Where am
For
I
some
putting these
reason, they don't
quarters?
like it when you're there and you tell them you're there to play the slot machines.
No, you're supposed to make it rain, not hail.
Hey,
Hey, you guys are lucky I didn't know a Frank Miller challenge. I had to draw like Frank. Which Frank? Which Frank?
I still told you should have made it Frank Robbins. That would have been a challenge.
Yeah, yeah. He'll in our next style challenge. Because I realized I couldn't put that many in. I'm like, well, I
That would have been cruel.
yeah, we had to
See everybody try to draw like Don Heck. That would be awesome.
I almost put Kubert in there.
That would be cool.
Me and I keep trying to talk Eric
Joe,
into it.
not the video game. Joe Kubert.
I can't. Next time there's a Comic Con in um, Jersey, me and Eric have to go by the school because you can go if you go to the school you can ask for a tour at any point and they'll walk you through.
Yeah, that'd be cool. There was a really good comic show out there.
Mhm.
Me and Dave Music went to one of our last ones we did, and I got to meet the guy that did. And I'm bad with names. He's famous for inventing Spider-Man 2099. Dave got a sketch of him from him that was pretty cool.
I'm actually
It's
doing
not
the
Ron Friends, is it?
correspondence classes.
What's that?
Ron Friends.
Maybe.
No.
Like again, I'm bad with some names.
What'd you say, Seth?
So I'm actually doing the correspondence classes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Me too, yeah. Oh yeah, you got the book.
Yeah, I got paid the extra $100 to mail in the homework assignments, and then they grade them and
Oh,
critique
cool.
them.
How's your experience been so far?
Well, I haven't sent anything in yet. I got to finish everything, all the assignments. I'm only on the third one.
Okay. When you send them in, let me know what they say. I haven't started yet. I cracked open the book. I got like 4 pages in, and then started doing other stuff. So I'm definitely gonna do it. But let me know when you do send it in, how harsh do they grade you? Maybe I don't need a type of negativity in my life.
Which book did you get?
All of them. I did
Oh,
the
you got
whole. Yeah.
That must cost a pretty penny.
They were
No,
having a half off sale. He
Yeah.
got me hooked
He caught
into
him
it
on
too.
yeah.
Yeah, I got mine I just got the one book that was a half off and buy one get one free, but you only get the correspondence for the one that you pay for.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's the way they're doing it now is you can get all the books. Was it $150 here?
Yeah, it ended up being like 160 after
Yeah, and then
shipping and all that.
yeah, so you can get the whole set with the DVDs,
Mm-hmm.
and then if you want, you can buy the correspondence courses for each book later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
so,
can do that with the horror one that I got.
yeah. So I did it, and I got my books. I got my books like in 3 days, and then I told Eric about it. He pulled the trigger and got them. Those books are heavy, by the way.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I'm like, why is this? How much knowledge is in here? What you guys don't know is that I believe some of those. I believe that they're outsourcing some of those critiques. Excuse me, to Randy. I've seen I've seen large UPS trucks leaving Randy's house, dropping off.
Taking
what
the
looks
fifth.
like- yeah. Randy, would you do that? Would you do satellite critiques for them?
They'd never ask me for one, but yeah, I'd do it if they asked me. Heck yeah. I don't have the Marvel and DC cred
Yeah.
that they usually boast that they're people have, but I could do it.
You see what you've done here is shit.
Best critique I ever got was from Renee Geerlings.
Mhm.
She was pretty good. She walked me through a bunch of stuff and gave me some really good advice, and I got her email and got her added on Facebook and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But she was pretty helpful.
Renee, I was again one of the few people that I've been in comics that I've been like kind of starstruck when I met, and because she was the editor over there at Top Cow for so long
Yeah.
on Tomb Raider, and I was I was like, oh, I was then it's funny because she had Mary Tyler Maine.
Yeah.
That kept all the fanboys away. Like, oh no. You
Yeah,
know.
he was there too. I got to meet him, got to shake his hand. He was pretty nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like, and I'm messing with Sabretooth, man.
Yeah, that was at Detroit Fan Fair.
Yeah. But she was at another con and she walked right past me. And it's weird too. I'm also a bit of a geek for Danny Fingeroff.
Hmm.
Who else? Oh, there's a lot of guys and gals that I'm like, I know who that is.
I embarrassed myself when I met Bob Layton for the first time. And he still had his chip on his shoulder, so it didn't go well when I called him one of my comic book heroes. And he's like, no, somebody from the military. That's who you call a hero, not some comic artist. And that took the wind out of my sails. But I was still like, it's one of the, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to treat this person like a person because this is all a person. And you can fight the butterflies and stuff. And it's like, man, I'm meeting somebody who I looked up to. I never saw his face. All I saw was his art and how he drew Iron Man. And that's all I wanted to do.
Yeah. Did you, I guess, when you meet somebody that you idolize, you hope that they're going to be cool.
Yeah.
They're not going to,
Don't be a dick. Don't be.
Yeah, please.
Never meet your heroes, like they say.
Yeah. And then you think, I wonder if you have to think about that later on. If you get in a position, people want to meet you, like, have I become a dick? Am I? You're like, I just came over to shake your hand, sir. Ill.
See, that's why like us artists, man, being at conventions, we have to be on all the time. You can't have an off day because that's going to be the one day that somebody's like, man, that guy was such a,
Yeah.
like, I
Yeah.
never want to meet that guy again, and it's just, I try to be on as much as I can.
I'll tell you. I'll let him tell it. I watched a masterclass in how to be emotionally fair with fans of your work who kind of overstepped their boundaries. I'm gonna I was at a Comic-Con with Mr. Zimmerman, and some gentlemen approached the table. Go ahead, Randy.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And some gentlemen.
You're talking about that Deadpool thing again?
Yeah. Some gentlemen approached the table.
Is that the story?
And they brought art of Randy's
that they had downloaded and printed off of their damn printer and wanted me to sign it, autograph it.
Ooh.
I'm like,
very nice prints, by the way.
Yeah, they were. Well, that was my fault for putting a high res picture up there, but it was just a silly cartoon of I got a monkey named Spank that I drew up as different superhero characters. So I drew him up as Deadpool. So I looked at him. I says, "You're real lucky I'm not printing prints of this, because if I was, I'd make you pay me for it before I signed it." And I looked him straight, looked at him at the face in the face. I said, "Don't ever do this again." So I'll sign it, but don't run your artwork off again. And then his brother gives me the sheet. Same thing.
Yeah, they are print out, and
I wrote on that, "Don't ever do this again."
it was really funny. He didn't get mad. He didn't get mad and show them. He just
Well, part of the fault was mine for putting up a high enough res image for them to be able to on Facebook for them to print out. Now everything that goes up there is super low res, so that if they do print it out, especially that size, because they had it like 8.5 by 11, and I had put it up there 5 inches tall. I know it was 5 inches tall because that's what I shape everything down to. But when I shrunk it, it must have fixed the DPI on it and made it more than printable because it was a real nice crisp print.
Yeah. I mean, and they used some nice quality paper. It wasn't
They
like
did. It was on good photo paper. Yeah. They did. But yeah, from now on, anything I put up there, if they blow it up like that, it'll be a little, it'll be pixelated to the point that they won't want to keep it. Hopefully, or if they do, it'll be really flattering. But,
I thought it was. I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun. I'm
Yeah,
watching.
all of my stuff online is watermarked.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, no, yeah,
No, you're
go ahead.
good.
Go ahead.
but yeah, it just
No,
it was
I
more
was
my
saying
fault than
all the
anything.
stuff I put online now is watermarked.
Do you does that you find that that it makes it hard? Like does that increase the time that you would have taken to post it up, or you have the watermark saved and you just throw it up there?
Yeah, yeah, man. It's just a deterrent. I had someone take my art and use it, on T-shirts and everything. I mean, it's happened more than once, and then I finally wised up to it, and I just put, watermarks all over it, and it hasn't happened since because it's just too much work to take it off.
Right,
I mean, they have to really work now. You have to really think that you can make a lot of money for the amount of time it's going to take you to take off the watermark.
right.
So, yeah, I learned the hard way.
Let's take a look at this art. We are getting ready to approach closing time here. Let's take a look at what we got.
I think AJ's
Uh,
frozen.
who? What is he?
Yeah.
He might unfreeze up.
There you go.
Yeah, let's take a look. We'll look at AJ's first. We're upside down, but we've got his characters in various different styles. I see Jim. I see Ditko. Is that Ditko? I believe I see Ditko in there.
Kirby. You said it was supposed to be Kirby.
Kirby. Yeah, Kirby. So yeah, Kirby. Don't know why I got them confused. What's going on with
No,
me?
that was good.
Yeah. I believe what to the right there is
That's
that
Chrome
Crumb?
over here,
Yeah.
and yes,
Okay.
and then this is this is Beck. Those simplistic, almost Shazam like
Mhm.
eyes and stuff. And then
Very
this one's mine, the silly one.
Yeah. Very nice, very nice. Let's take a look at Goblin Grim, what he's drawn. So we got,
Oh, look at that in color.
got his Kirby, his
Mm.
Lee. That Lee, wow, that Lee stands out.
He was one of my bigger inspirations as a kid. So
Crumb, Beck, and let's see,
That's mine.
and yours. Yeah.
yep.
I can see, like you said, the inspiration between you and Jim. Yeah,
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, it was back when I was a kid. It was all about Jim Lee and Rob Liefeld. So I
Shut
couldn't
up,
draw
Randy. Randy always jokes with me about our era. Basically, he's like, "Well, your era starts at Mike Turner," and
Yeah.
he's gonna make me listen. He's gonna make me sit down and look at some comic called Boris the Bear.
Yeah, if you'd have had to me doing Mike Turner, I'd have to have drawn my female lady Telexis, like I do those big whore eyebrows that you like so well.
And here is what Mr. Hodson has got for us. He's got his style.
This was fun. I like this.
Which one?
Oh, yeah.
Just
Now-
the activity.
He's got Jim. He's got Beck. He's got Crumb and Kirby. Wow. Yeah. Those that Crumb looks just like that's so many he draw. He's gotta be a little bit more pervier though. But like
Yeah, there's room for more cross hatching in there too.
Yeah.
More lines in the face probably, but I could have spent the rest of our time on it. I needed to move on. But no, this was a fun exercise. For me, it's like I find myself wandering between styles. I've never thought of myself as having my own style.
Yeah.
And so to really push this is one of the first times I've ever tried to like forcibly do a certain style based off somebody, not just like stylistic. Like I can do a 90s style, I can do cartoon Hanna-Barbera type style, but specific people. So this was a fun exercise.
Do you think that you'll be taking any of this with you and to other Dinosaur Man stuff? You think you'll?
Maybe it could be like some fever dream is all R. Crumb or something.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. My own inspirations. Like I mentioned Bob Layton, but Jack Kirby is another big one for me.
Mhm.
So I think mine, I'd say my top three are Jack Kirby, Bob Layton, and then like a Stanley Lau or and I hate my brain because I forget obvious names, but come on, Eric. I can't believe I'm brain farting on this.
Varian Grant, I know, I understand.
No.
I'll tell you, your backup there reminds me a lot of Alex Toth.
Okay,
But
cool.
that goes back to your Hanna-Barbera influence.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Frank Joe, come on, that's the name I was joking on. Frank Joe.
Frank Cho, yeah.
That's good.
I love his thick lines on the outside, thin lines on the end,
Mhm.
and so I struggle with like should I go ahead and do that? And I really like that aesthetic for Bob Layton, the way he renders reflections in metal, and Kirby just all around stylistically is just so signature, and I love the blockiness that comes out in the hands that I do because I can't use mine for reference.
I was, it was funny. There was gonna be a one of the styles is gonna be manga, and I was like, nah, and we realized that would be tossing Eric a softball. So
a bit of a softball, yeah.
I was like,
But
nah.
early on when you and I were spitballing the idea of doing this show, I wanted to do one where we took, like say you take Cobra characters or G.I. Joe characters and make them in the He-Man universe, that style. And we could animate something that's never been animated before. So that would be another cool challenge that I'd like to do in a future episode.
Yeah, I've got some challenges coming down. I wrote down a bunch of different ones, so and I kind of randomize them so that everybody stays on their toes. I don't want to stay in one.
Yeah, but not just like heroes and comic stuff too. I think we can do some of the stuff that I talked to you about when I was over at your place, like making up animals or something that where we end up, because I'm still doing digital right now because my desk isn't ready to use since I've been working on it. But something where we're putting on a nice piece of artwork that somebody might want to buy in an auction or something of that nature.
All right, everyone, we are approaching. You got another maybe minute. You need to finish up anything? 1 minute left, and it's gonna be hashtag pencils down.
Pencils down.
Yeah. Pencils down, bills up.
Varian, what's the prize today? What's this week's prize?
Prize today is an Amazon gift card.
Ooh.
Yep. It was next week's prize. Well, I won't tell you that next. But, yeah.
Alternating between Amazon and Home Depot.
No. Next week's prize is pretty cool if you are if you like buying digital things online.
Ooh,
yeah.
Bumble.
Yeah, his next week's prize is pretty cool. I actually had to make sure people, when you send me those addresses, make sure because I had one prize come back to me, so I had to put it back in the mail and send it back out. It's gonna get there now, but luckily I just get the drop stamps in.
Have you reached out to the Art Snacks people? Those little the people that do those little monthly shipping boxes of art?
Not yet.
I think that'd be another cool prize if we can line that up.
Yeah, I will. I'll reach out to them. I'll probably maybe I'll do it tomorrow. All right, pencils down, Kelly. Pencils down.
It's too early for you to be yawning. It's 11:15.
My goodness, man, I'm such an old man.
It's all that crying you did earlier wore you out.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, man, it was rough.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are listening on Indie Vault Radio, please, if you can, come over to the YouTube channel and subscribe for us so we can get into monetization of this channel, and it'll up the prizes we can offer artists and up the quality that we can offer you too.
Yeah, it definitely will help. I'm putting the straw poll, and I'm actually gonna put the straw poll on my Facebook as well. See if anybody goes in there, but then they can go into the YouTube and check it out. We are doing here we go. All right. Make sure people go in there. Damn it, like it, people. Let's see here. I've all right. There we go. And we'll give, of course, we normally give everybody about 10 minutes to get in there and vote. So you can wrap the show up and we'll pick a winner. Whoever has the most votes wins. What's going on here? Why am I getting messages?
I've rejected your straw poll.
Randy did not draw. He's here.
I did. I was coloring, I'm just here.
Yeah, he's just here watching. Again, I'm going to show those pieces of art again. This is Dreaded Dinosaurs Stylistic Challenge. Again, you got his art. You got his version. You got his character, Dreaded Dinosaur Man. His version of Jim Lee's. His version of Beck, Rob Crumb, Jack Kirby. Very nice stuff. Uncolored, which I think helps. Actually, think helps not having it colored for Dinosaur Man. Because otherwise, he will make his Devil Dinosaur, and that won't help. All right, and then we're gonna bring up Goblin Grim, who has their Kirby, Lee, Beck, Crumb, and his own style there of his original character. And I always get the name. Say the name again for me, Goblin.
That's just Finn.
Okay, so yeah,
from Femme Finale, yeah.
Right. And again, all traditional. Got a chance to knock out colors on that. I was
Yeah, this paper kind of sucks though. It made the marker really bleeds through on it, like you can see in her face.
yeah, well, you know,
paper paper.
Sometimes those are happy accidents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was style. I thought you were going for that. Actually, if you didn't tell me that,
Yeah, I thought it was purposeful too till you said something. So keep your trap shut.
Yep.
Never apologize for your work because people don't see things.
Yeah. And here is AJ. AJ's got his character, all different styles. CC Beck, his style is a silly one up there. I like that. That's really funny. Kirby, Jim, and Crumb. And again, it's really cool. It kind of reminds me of the TMNT in a way. All the that looks really cool. I like that. That cross hatching on that Jim Lee piece. That's cool.
Let me see if I can show it to you guys.
Okay.
If I can zoom in a little bit.
Oh yeah, that definitely helps.
There's a lot of hatching in there.
Yeah, that's a lot of hatching.
Yeah, that's one of the things about the 90s style where the inking was so much, there was so much craft to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it was
And back up.
All right, take a look at this and then.
Oops.
Let's see here. You can go vote at those. Well, I know you can't click on them on the screen, but the to vote is in the chat. I'm putting it back in the chat one more time. If you'd like to go over there and vote, do so now. Get your tail over there because you need to. It's important. These fine people are counting on you to get your tail.
Vote.
Yeah. It's very important to get in there and vote. Also, I believe that these when they get their let's see here. We've got everybody in there. The Dreaded Dinosaur. There we go. Yeah, I'm sorry, my screen's messing up. I've got horrible screen lag over here for some reason, but now it's clearing up. I don't know why. All right, let's see here. So now that with the style choice, do you think would you guys like to see more of that on the show? And if you're in the chat, let me know on Indigo Radio. Let me know if you want to see more style choices, or we can have artists draw on different styles. Maybe we could pick one artist and tell someone, hey, here's the thing: you're going to take your first cover and draw it as if Mike Turner drew it. That'd be kind of cool. Redo your. I still have this idea of letting artists redo their first cover. I think that'd be really cool because I would love to redo my first comic book cover myself. Give me an opportunity to go back and redo it. Be nice.
I don't know about that happening in an hour and a half, though.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
that'll be
it
for.
would take a while.
Maybe that'd be for the all winner circle. I am making my doing the show. We bring back all the past winners, like the first 5 winners, and make you guys fight it out for supremacy. We're gonna see who is who's superior. Let's see here. Again, we'll look at the art again. We're gonna start with AJ. Very nice piece. Now I have a question for you guys after we show all these. Where do you think we're showing Seth's now? Goblin Grim? This is up there with his offering. And then of course, Mr. Eric Hodson with his Dread Dinosaur Man. Now I have a question for you guys. When you do these pieces, especially if you've done them traditionally or you've done them digitally, what do you do with them when they're all set, when they're all gone? Or do you just toss them in the portfolio or toss them in the reference bin for your art?
Well, that 6-figure challenge one ended up in 4 pieces that I threw in the garbage.
Well, Eric, look, you phoned it in that night. You did it for the paycheck. I get it. It's like that movie. That actor does that movie.
People are getting paychecks. What?
Yeah. No, it's like those actors who do a movie just for the paycheck. They're like, yeah, I don't want to be in a piece of shit, but you know what?
It was my 28 weeks later. That's
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the Sandra Bullock one.
Yeah.
The trilogy makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah. Do you guys ever find new life for these pieces?
I sometimes give some of my stuff away.
Mm-hmm. Give away for
Yeah.
free? Yeah. Okay. I
have a hard time even selling my stuff sometimes. So, if it's something I did quick or whatever, then I'll usually just give it away. But if it took time or whatever, I'll try to at least get a couple of bucks out of it.
Mm-hmm. I can understand that. I'd try to, like you said, get something out of it. Y'all got to give me some money somewhere.
Yeah.
Got to get some money. Come on now. You can't do this to me. All right, there we go. Let's see here. You guys got a couple more minutes before we close the vote, which will be soon. Oh my goodness! I've run out of things to say. Oh my goodness!
You're a victim of your own dead air at this point, man.
Yeah, what am I gonna do? Why I keep yawning? I don't understand any of it. I think it's the medication. I haven't taken that much of it, but I think it's the medication. It's making me.
We're coming up on 11 o'clock here, so we should probably just go ahead and call it.
You think so?
I was gonna say, given the fact you haven't been getting sleep lately, no wonder you're yawning.
Yeah. I've been averaging like 2-3 hours of sleep if I'm lucky lately, and last night was no different. So maybe I can get some sleep. Maybe my body's like, hey, you're probably close to death.
Keep it up. You might take up the violin. Be yawny.
All right, I'm cycling it one more time.
I'm sorry, America, for that joke, and all countries listening on Indie Vault Radio.
Other countries are listening, and you need to point out to more than America.
What is our radio number right now?
All of Australia is grown. Radio numbers right now 12,011 people listening. Australia, Germany, France. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Ireland is listening. Hey, Ireland. That's new.
Ireland.
Yeah, that's new. Don't normally get Ireland up there. I don't recall ever getting Ireland up there. Luke says that was bad, Eric. That was bad.
Did you vote, Luke? Did you vote?
He may have. He may have. We'll see. Um, I'm trying to give everybody as much time as they possibly can to go up to that straw poll and vote, but we are going to call it in a little bit here. I'm going to count down. I'm going to give it to give everybody 30 seconds to get in there, get their vote on. Good times. And then we'll pull up the straw poll and we'll take a look. All right. Ow. Why is my, oh, I know why my leg is hurting. I know exactly why my leg is hurting. It's no good. All right. All right, 30 seconds have passed. All right, we're closing the voting down, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. Tonight's style challenge is the winner is Mr. AJ Moore has come through. And well, you know, Eric,
Yes.
you're so close. What happened?
I guess I live in second place in this show. I'm partly to blame for its existence, and I'm just stuck in second place because of it.
Yeah. AJ Moore took
Congratulations, AJ.
Yeah, AJ Moore took the win. Eric Hodson won. Eric Hodson actually came in second place, and Grim actually trying to take over Josh's spot. What happened, Gabi? You can get your friends to go in there and vote.
I don't know. I don't have any friends.
Nonsense. You know what? You're coming back next week. You're going to be made to vote. You're going to be made to have people come and watch. Goblin Grim coming in third place. Eric Hodson second. AJ Moore in first place. He picks up the Amazon gift card. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I believe that we have 10 votes. Yeah, 10 votes, 0 comments. I'm like, you can comment on this thing. Hope you can't. It'd be horrible. You imagine the comments on the straw polls? Jeez. So, yeah, here is the straw poll finals. AJ Moore again with 7 votes, 90%, taking home the victory. Randy Zimmerman also with 0 votes, 0% votes.
I wasn't even in the poll.
That's right. That's how you had 0%. So did I. I want to thank everybody for watching. These artists all did a great job tonight, as they do every night. Yeah, and you can check out the other artists drawing. Some of these fine folks will be back with us next Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with another challenge here on Indie Vote Art of War. But before we go anywhere, we're going to let everybody tell you where you can find them and where you can pick up some art from these fine folks. We'll start with tonight's winner, AJ Moore. AJ, let us know where you're at online.
First of all, thank you all who voted, and thank everyone for watching. This was so much fun. If you want to find any of my stuff, you could go to Instagram, Artist AJ Moore. On my Etsy page, it's Artist AJ Moore. And I do a Twitch stream under, yes, Artist AJ Moore. Woo! And you get Twitter, and you just go on there and find all my stuff. I have children's books. I got comic book art, a lot of fan art, a lot of wrestling art for you wrestling fans out there. And yeah, check it out. And thanks for watching.
Thank you for being with us. We really appreciate it. We're going to actually, I want to bring up one other thing too. So I had to hit reload, but the Gabi did take home a vote. So 9% of the vote.
Yay! All right.
9% of the vote Gabi's way. And then Eric Hodson still there in second place, which means that you lost first there, second place.
That means I get to keep coming back over and over again, and eventually I'll just be hosting the show.
Yeah, exactly. Because Eric knows I'm headed out. I got controversy swimming over my head. Shouldn't have said it said it's that Batman outline from Batman '89. Controversy, yeah, man. I should have put a gun on that kid. Should have put a gun on that kid. Got to get that reference. '89 Batman.
All right. Hey, look, this is my website, everybody, erichodson.com. That's my little about page, which you can completely skip over, because I've got my awesome wrestling art. I got my awesome anime art. And I'm having an awesome sale if you go to buy prints. Check this out. I just launched this sale today. I'm already halfway sold through everything, offering free shipping on any order over $50 or more. And check this out, my $10 print box sale. That's right. I found a stash of 11 by 17s, which I haven't been printing 11 by 17s in a couple of years. And so I'm trying to clear those out to pay some rent. So you can get a box that has no wrestling. You can get a box of anime, a box of only wrestling, and that's been the hot seller. It's almost all gone. Or you can get a nice little mix of everything. So that's $40 for a box of 10 prints, and shipping can be free if you know how to use the coupon code. So please head over there now and follow me at Dreaded Dinosaur on all those social medias. And I will see you next Friday for Art of War.
And then Eric, that wrestling only box, you pick what goes in, right?
Yeah, it's a totally random, but there's not going to be any duplicates.
Mm-hmm.
The images are there for reference, but those are obviously some that you could get. There's plenty more where that came from. It's a wide variety. I didn't even know I had this. What I think is that I've 2 or 3 print orders before I switched over to 12 by 18. They were in a box. I just completely forgot about this box because we cleaned out the garage and found it in pristine, perfect condition. So I'm going to give them some good homes.
Cool. And those are these? I just want to ask because I know someone will. Are they any of these signed or no?
No, I'm not going and doing like a bulk signing thing.
Okay.
If anybody's watching this though, and you want to send me a note, just make sure that your name is the same on your order, and I'll see if I can make that happen.
Cool. Again, check out Eric's art at this Eric Hodson Illustration, or is that
Just EricHodson.com.
Okay, HODSON.
Yeah, and there's a K in there. It's ERIK, the proper spelling of Eric. I don't know who these people with CK, because that's way too much for my taste.
And now we go over to Goblin Grim, who's actually working on pages. Moved on already.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
It's a mini horror anthology that I'm trying to get done by C4.
Okay.
Since it got pushed back to October, so.
And what's the name of this book?
I actually don't have a title for it yet.
Okay. That works. Where can our people find you at, connect with you online, and get some art from you? Especially that, just put that new sticker up.
Oh, that the Patreon sticker.
Yeah. Because you got your Patreon. That sticker is amazing.
Yeah, it's these are available for the $5 on up tiers. The $5 tier is actually the Sticker Club of the Month tier.
Okay.
So there's a couple other little benefits that you get, but you also get the monthly sticker. And I'm trying to make these things as big as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want them to be, big, shiny. But this is the one for May, for Mermay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the first sticker that I've done for the Sticker Club.
Where's your Patreon at?
It's under Incorporeal. I can get a link. 1 second.
Mm-hmm. Because I think if someone goes over today and joins up, can they get that sticker?
Yeah, the May sticker is still available. It's starting at the $5 tier, but you can join for as low as $1, and even $1 has a couple of little benefits and stuff. But I dropped that in the link there.
Okay.
In the little chat.
All right. I'm gonna post that up. They can go over to your.
But yeah, I only got like 3 patrons at the moment. And like I've had the account for a couple of years, but I just, one of those things where I got it and then forgot I had it or didn't really know what to do with it. But I have a friend who's been helping me. So as she suggested the Sticker of the Month Club thing, and it seems to be working pretty good. So
yeah, it looks pretty cool. You got goblins, the trio, and the sticker goblin.
Yep.
So yeah, $5 a month gets you a sticker, and that includes that sticker that includes shipping and handling.
Yeah, it's all just flat rate.
Nice.
And the one patron I have that actually qualifies for a sticker, she's at the $10 mark, and she lives over in England. So
Wow.
It costs a little bit for shipping, but it's worth it because she's been around for quite some time. Even when Patreon got hacked and I couldn't get into my account for like ever.
Mhm. Incorporeal, that's INCOPOREAL. Check him out over on Patreon. And then you got some other social media accounts where anybody follow you at, or is that it?
Yeah, Instagram under Goblin Grim, Facebook under Goblin Grim. Actually, I have a couple of Facebook pages, but pretty much you find any of them, it looks like it's my artwork. It's most likely my artwork.
Under two M's, Goblin Grim, GRIMM, just in case
Yep.
you're looking. Now, beware, we've had me and Randy this week have been hit up with a bunch of like Cambodia. Where's it? Where is it today, Randy? Where is it from?
Cameroon.
Yeah, Cameroon.
Cameroon and
It's from
Cambodia.
Cameroon.
Yeah, someone pitched a comic to him from Cameroon. Wanted him to
No,
invest.
the comic was pitched to me from Nigeria.
Nigeria, okay.
I've been talking to a kid all day from Cameroon till he started asking for money, and that was it. So
So we're not sure if it's Indie Vote Radio doing it. It probably is, but
I'm sure it is because we have such a great reach out there and so many fans. I've been picking up so many friends on Facebook. It's not even funny.
yeah,
But they're all welcome as long as I know they're into comics. I'll take them on. So.
yeah. Yeah, and again, we also tell people to send us your comics, send us your ideas. Let us know if you want somebody on the show. We had was really good when we had Marv on. Marv is over overseas. He's in
We need to have Marv on again here as soon as he's available.
Portugal. I said Portugal. Marv's in Portugal. Yeah, Portugal. It was like 2 a.m. where he was at. We're drawing him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marv was cool. He's he's one of like what 2 artists in his entire town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it was really cool having him. Thank you everybody for watching. We appreciate it. Indie Radio, download it on Google Play if you want to check that out, and also check out Indie TV on Roku. We'll have Eric Hodson back next week. Seth, are you coming back?
Yeah, I'll be back.
Yeah, we're gonna make Seth come back. Damn it, it's happening. We're gonna make Seth come back. I don't like, and he did really well last week. So we're gonna see what happens. All right, everybody. Thanks for being with us. We will see everyone back here. Randy and I will return with some big time guests. Travis Miller is gonna be with us on Tuesday.
Don't make promises we can't keep.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
working on some
Yay, my buddy Travis.
Yeah, he's gonna be on with us Tuesday night on Indie Vote Live, and a couple other guests. We got questions lined up, and we're gonna keep following the unfolding situation of L. Nolan's computers.
Hope so. I hope L stays in touch. Yeah.
Until then, everybody, stay happy, stay safe. This has been an Indie Vote production. We are not owned by Disney, not yet, but we are available.
We are for sale.
Yeah.
Look out!